Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to start this week's news roundup with an article from Irstead, while you watch footage I filmed down at Reedham and how it looks without the ferry there while it's away having repairs and a service. The headline reads, Irstead thatched roof battle ends in homeowner victory. It's about Shoals Cottage in Irstead, which in the 1930s was owned by Matheson Lang. He appeared in over 30 films and was considered one of Britain's leading movie stars. When he lived there, he extended the property using timber from old ships obtained from Great Yarmouth. The story is about the present owner wanting to replace the thatch with tiles. He was not granted planning permission to do this, but instead they told him if he put fresh thatch on the property, he would then be able to remove it and install tiles instead. The owner appealed against the Broads Authority decision, and now government officials have told him he can go ahead with his original plan of tiling the property, and he doesn't need to thatch it first. For further details about this story, I will add the link to the write-up that goes with this video. 3 people rescued from a cruiser on the River Waveney. The Great Yarmouth and Galston Lifeboat attended. The lifeboat was called out to help 3 people on board a cruiser which had become stuck after losing power. They had run aground south of Breydon Water. The boat was soon located and it and its crew were towed to the Kingfisher Inn. Hemsby Lifeboat was paged late at night and asked to assist Norfolk Police with an incident. The police were taken across the river and the person of interest was taken to the designated rendezvous point. Staying with Hemsby Lifeboat, you may recall in a recent video I made that I told you that the lifeboat needs to relocate fairly fast due to erosion at Hemsby. The Norfolk and Suffolk Boating Association's Management Committee has met to discuss how it could support the independent lifeboat. The committee agreed it would launch an initiative to promote and support the station and its crew to ensure it continues to be able to operate its 2 lifeboats. The lifeboat has been at its present location at Hemsby Gap for more than 40 years. It will be announced in the spring as to what support the Boating Association can offer them. Humber Coast Guard called out Hemsby Lifeboat in the early hours to help near Acle Bridge. A member of the public noticed a converted barge had become untethered from its stern moorings due to strong winds. At the beginning of the week, we had Storm Isha. It's possibly the strongest of the most recent storms that we've had here, but that's just my opinion. 48 hours later, we had Storm Jocelyn, which wasn't anywhere near as strong as Isha was. Before I move on to Reedham Riverside, I'll just show you once again how it looks without the chain ferry here. It does look rather strange, doesn't it? Imagine the view they must get of the river from there. Wonderful. I've relocated to Reedham Riverside and you'll see the railway bridge. It was very quiet here though. The Broads Authority boat was the one and only boat that was moored along here. I know there's those other ones over there, but I think they're moorings, aren't they? Permanent moorings. I don't know. Next up is the headline, Norwich courts broke data protection laws with Lady P blunder. Lady P, Patricia Ramshaw, is the lady who rented a property in Ranworth belonging to the Cater family. During her legal wrangle, she was sent 40 documents by the Norfolk Combined Courts in June. Some of the documents were connected to her own case, but they also included psychiatric evaluations, bail conditions, and probation details of people totally unrelated to her case. This article is quite long, so the link, as always, is added to the write-up that goes with this video for you, should you wish to read more about it. Great Yarmouth's Herring Bridge opening date is revealed. Delayed by a year due to the discovery of a World War unexploded bomb and then a vole burrow, it is now announced that the third river crossing will finally open on Thursday, the 1st of February. Members of the public are invited to take part in the opening ceremony. One of the first vehicles to cross will be the Seafront Road train. Residents in the borough of Great Yarmouth can apply for up to 6 tickets per household. The Ferris Wheel is set to become a permanent feature along Great Yarmouth's Golden Mile. One of the most photographed mills on the Broads is set for major repairs. Turf Fen Mill is to be restored. Norfolk County Council wants to repair the Grade 2 listed mill on the How Hill estate to winding condition. It was built in the 1860s to help drain Horning marshes. It remained in use until the 1920s. The plan submitted to the Broads Authority propose new sails installed, repairs to the brickwork, and the cap raised for inspection. Once the work is finished, it will be the first time since 2005 that the sails have turned. The Norfolk Wildlife Trust put out a post about how in cold winters Europe could see more wildfowl and wading birds spending the winter here. They say to keep a lookout for the rarer visitors, such as the smew. Well, I've never seen one of these ducks before, so keep a lookout and you may just be lucky and spot one. The next article to tell you about is the Ram Inn in Brundall, reopened under former managers. You may remember I told you before Christmas that this pub had closed its doors. Well, it's reopened. Wonderful news for Brundall. Each week, YouTube sends me a message telling me how many likes, shares and new subscribers I've had, in that week. So thank you all for your support that you bring to my channel, especially all of you who have liked, shared and subscribed to me. Thank you all. But of course, just by being here and watching my videos that I put out is a tremendous help to my channel as well. So thank you, everybody. My last story for this week's roundup of the news is that Norfolk could see more snowfall in February, as the Met Office warns of impactful weather in the coming weeks. It said it could arrive as early as next week. Having said that, the article states it's more likely to be in North Norfolk rather than here in the East Norfolk. So that concludes this week's news. If there's any background noise, such as hoovers, doors opening, shutting, keys rattling, that's because I'm actually staying out somewhere. Very lovely, very wonderful. I'm now trying to specifically record while there is noise going on. So every time I go to speak, the noise stops. But the thing is, if I can hear them chatting next door, they can hear me doing this voiceover for the video, can't they? But I'm filming while I'm here. Where am I? I'm back at the Hotel Wroxham. You may remember, I actually stayed here a year ago. The exact same hotel, But I was in one of the single rooms that overlooked the shopping parade and a bridge view I had from there as well. I'm sure you will have seen that. Well, I've upgraded myself this time and I've got one of the balcony rooms. It's very nice. I'm feeling very spoiled here. The food at dinner this evening was just outstanding. This isn't sponsored in any way by the hotel, I must add. This is just simply me telling you what I think. And you know, it's very rare I actually comment on somewhere I stay. I might show you where I stayed. But the only time I sort of discuss it in any detail is probably when I do a live, actually, which I am planning to do tomorrow, which is Friday. So now that you're watching this, I will already have done that. So I'll say thank you to those of you who joined my live earlier today. I need to stop rabbiting on and get this video finished and uploaded, or there won't be a video for you to actually watch tomorrow. Thank you all. I hope you enjoyed the news. And I'll be back again later in the week with a new video. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now.